Haha, yeah, it chose peace while you chose violence, Joe.
Nah, Donald, I'm actually siding with Joe on this one. You went 0 to 100 real quick, and I'm more of a 50 to 60 miles per hour kind of guy.
The idea to build a wall was stupid because it was too expensive, but the conversation you and Joe had was just stupid in general.
No, Donald, your idea was also just stupid in general, and if you don't agree that your idea is stupider, then we will keep talking about how stupid your idea was. Hi guys, I was just about to continue our playthrough of the original Resident Evil 4. I'm going first again, guys. You guys can duke it out for whoever has next.
Dibs on going next, Donald. Haha, you're going last again.
Nah, Barack, I reject your dibs. You already called dibs last time, you can't call dibs again. I'm the one who is going next.
Nope, that's not how dibs works, Donald. There is no limit to how many times you can call dibs.
Yeah, Donald, just take the L. Go sit and sulk in the corner if you have a problem with it. And you can use that time to come to terms with the fact that the dibs is all-powerful. All right, guys, now that we have that out of the way, where did we leave off?
We are actually still at the beginning of the game, Barack. We haven't even finished part 1 of Chapter 1 yet. We haven't even met the merchant or the other characters yet.
Damn, why are we moving so slow?
You're the reason we are moving so slow, Barack. You kept talking and telling us what to do the last time we played. If you shut your mouth for even a minute, I'm sure we'll make it to the first boss fight, no problem.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault you guys need guidance. If you guys were better players than you are right now, then I wouldn't have to tell you guys what to do. Which reminds me, Joe, there's a blue medallion hanging on the tree to your left when you leave this shed. You also missed a blue medallion hanging at the very top of the cowshed, where you blasted those 2 fools who attacked you just now.
Barack, we literally play just as good as you. I don't get where you get this idea that you somehow play so much better than us.
Yeah, Barack, we never asked for your help. For the last time, if we need your help, we will ask for it. And so far, I don't recall any of us saying we need your help. So whatever you want to tell us, keep it to yourself until further notice.
All right, Joe. But remember how last time you didn't ask for my help and ended up running into a bear trap and regretting it? That's bound to happen again because you're you, Joe. And once again, you will accept my advice with open arms because you will see how valuable my input is.
Yeah, Joe, if I were you, I would just let Barack tell me what to do, because you kind of suck.
Now, you guys just talk so much that I can't focus. If you could just shut up, I would do so much better.
Absolutely not, Joe. You also talk when we play, and we never complain about it. You're going to have to learn to deal with it like we have to deal with it.
Joe, I think I just saw something glistening in the distance.
Haha, Joe, did you just scare that chicken into laying an egg, or was that just coincidence? Either way, that was kind of funny.
I think so. I mean, I was planning on ending its entire existence so that I can get an egg from it. I guess it figured out what I was planning and decided to just hand over its goods without a fight.
Haha, yeah, it chose peace while you chose violence, Joe.
Enough about the egg, guys. As I was saying, I saw something shimmering in the distance. I think you missed the necklace back at the shed with the typewriter. That thing is worth like 10 grand, Joe. What were you thinking? How could you just leave it there?
Yeah, Joe. Everyone knows about that necklace. How could you forget about it? Go back and get it and make sure you get it clean. Don't dirty it, otherwise it loses like half its value.
I missed it because you guys were talking. You guys are always talking and it's throwing me off. You guys are like a radio station. You just never stop.
I think Joe's right, Donald. We can't expect someone his age to be able to function like we do. I mean, he's so old, the 2 stone tablets from the Old Testament were probably his first school books.
Haha, yeah, Joe, you're so old your social security number is like 3.
Joe, you're so old that the day they bury you at your funeral, paleontologists will be racing to dig you back up.
Haha, here's another one. Joe, you're so old your blood type is OG.
Haha, Joe, you're so old that back in your day, Old Spice was just called Spice.
Joe, you're so old that we don't tell you to act your age, because then we would probably be charged with criminally negligent homicide or unintentional manslaughter.
Are you guys done, or should I give you more time to think up more jokes?
I think we're good for now, Joe. We'll just keep our other jokes in the chamber for the next time we come over. We wouldn't want to unload everything in one go. That would be too cruel.
Yeah, Joe, we don't want to hurt your feelings, so we'll budget our jokes and only give you a little bit at a time. You can thank us later, Joe. For now, just focus on the game.
You guys are full of shit.
You're welcome, Joe. Just make sure you get all the remaining medallions before we leave this place. All All right, Joe, that's enough. It's my turn now.
Guys, have you ever wondered why it feels so good to say 2020-22 like Aiden Ross says it, but it doesn't sound so good to say 2020-23?
What do you mean? Do you mean like the year? Do you mean he says 2020-22 instead of just 2022?
Yeah, exactly.
Really, Joe, this is the type of stuff you think about? How about you ask more thought-provoking questions like why women have it so much better in our society than men, yet they believe that they somehow have it worse? Or why do people treat each other so badly when they don't know each other, but treat each other so much better when they find common ground?
Nah, Donald, I'm actually siding with Joe on this one. You went 0 to 100 real quick, and I'm more of a 50 to 60 miles per hour kind of guy. Anyways, Joe, to answer your question, I think the reason it feels better to say 2020-22 than it does to say 2020-23 is because of the last number you say when you finish saying it. In each instance, you say the number 23 times, so it feels better when the last number is 2 because it sounds more similar to 20 than 3 does.
I can't believe you guys had a whole conversation about something so pointless. I think there might be a connection between the types of conversations you guys partake in and the things you've accomplished during your times as president.
Very funny, Donald, but I wouldn't be saying that if I were you. We can literally end your entire presidential career right now with just 2 words.
Oh, is that right, Barack? Okay, let me have it. What are these 2 words that are so powerful that they would end my entire career?
The wall.
Haha, yeah, Donald. What were you thinking with that whole spiel about building a wall?
Yeah, Donald, did you actually believe that something that expensive was actually possible? You believing that it's possible to build that wall is way dumber than the conversation me and Joe just had.
You guys wouldn't understand. That wall was a great idea, except it was a little more expensive than I first expected, that's all.
Donald, you asked for a more thought-provoking question earlier, so here goes. The question is, just how long is the U.S.-Mexico border?
Ooh, I know this one.
What's the answer, Joe?
The U.S.-Mexico border is approximately 1,954 miles or 3,145 kilometers.
Good on you for knowing that, Joe. Now here's another even more thought-provoking question. How much would it cost to build a continuous wall along the entire 1,954 mile or 3,145 kilometer U.S.-Mexico border?
That one is actually a little too complicated for me. I don't know the answer to that.
That's fine, Joe. A question like that can only be answered by someone with real-world experience. There's just way too many factors that go into such a ridiculously large project. Donald, care to enlighten us?
Get out of here with your patronizing questions, Barack. I refuse to partake in any of this.
I'm sorry if we're hurting your feelings, Donald. We just want to have more meaningful and thought-provoking discussions like you wanted. It would really mean a lot to us if you answered this question for us. We simply don't have as much experience as you do when it comes to this field. Please, Donald, we beg of you, just give us a rough estimate. We would really appreciate it. Ah, damn it.
Haha, serves you right, Barack. It's my turn now. You forfeit your turn by being a loser.
I'm aware of the rules, Donald. I was just trying to compute how much money it would cost U.S. taxpayers to make such a huge wall in my head, while simultaneously condescending you, Donald. I guess my brain couldn't handle the pressure, and that subsequently affected my gaming skills.
Sure, Barack, whatever helps you sleep at night.
How much did your brain estimate the cost to be, Barack?
Anywhere from $40 billion to $70 billion. But since it's such a huge endeavor, we should double that because of the unavoidable human errors.
I think we should actually triple it because of the ridiculous length of time it would take to build it, as well as the negative effects that the natural elements would have on it. Not to mention how much it would cost to maintain such a large wall. Just managing that entire space without there being a wall would be expensive enough, but now there would have to be a budget for natural repairs and physical breaches.
That's enough, guys. You don't have to keep talking about that stupid wall.
I'm glad to hear that you agree that your idea to build a wall was stupid, Donald. Can you also agree that it's stupider than the conversation me and Joe had about the difference between 2020-22 and 2020-23?
I cannot agree to that. The idea to build a wall was stupid because it was too expensive, but the conversation you and Joe had was just stupid in general.
No, Donald, your idea was also just stupid in general, and if you don't agree that your idea is stupider, then we will keep talking about how stupid your idea was.
All right, guys, I can see this won't get us anywhere. Can you at least just agree that your wall idea and the conversation me and Joe just had are equally stupid?
Yeah, sure, if it will shut you guys up. I can agree that my idea to build a wall was just as dumb as you and Joe's conversation about pronouncing the year 2022 as 2020-22 and the year 2023 as 2020-23. as well as the reason why it feels good to say 2020-22, but does not feel as good when you say 2020-23. Did I get that right? Are you happy now?
Yeah, Donald, I'm happy now. Good job. You're a stronger man than I for admitting that.
Yeah, Donald. Good job. Now I can rest easy knowing that you'll be going home today with your pride completely shattered.
You guys are full of shit.